Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Monisha, Professor, Department of Management Sciences, Tecnia Institute of Advanced Studies. Today we'll be studying the meaning and scope of business economics. Firstly, we'll be starting with the concept of economics. The word economics originates from the Greek word oikonomia, which means household management. Economics is a social science that focuses on the production, distribution, and consumption of goods and services. The study of economics is primarily concerned with analyzing the choices that individuals, businesses, government, and nations at large make to allocate limited resources. It has ramifications on a wide range of other fields, including politics, psychology, business, and law. In a nutshell, economics is the study of how people allocate scarce resources for production, distribution, and consumption, both individually and collectively. Economics ranges from the very large to very small. The study of individual decisions is called microeconomics. The study of economy as a whole is called macroeconomics. Now, moving on to the central problems of an economy. An economic problem generally means the problem of making choices that occur because of the scarcity of resources. It arises because people have unlimited desires, but the means to satisfy that desire is limited. Therefore, satisfying all human needs is difficult with limited resources. The central problem of an economy revolves around the factors like what to produce, which means which goods should be produced, and secondly, what should be the quality and quantity of the goods that are to be produced. Next is how to produce, that is, which technique should be used for the production of given commodities. Last one is for whom to produce, as the main objective of producing a commodity is its consumption in the economy. However, even after employing all the resources of an economy, it is not possible to produce all the commodities which are required. Therefore, an economy has to decide as to for whom goods should be produced. Now, let us see the causes of economic problems. First and foremost is scarcity of resources. The resources like labor, land, and capital are insufficient as compared to their demand. Therefore, the economy cannot provide everything that people want. Second is unlimited human wants. The demand and the wants of human beings are unlimited, which means they will never be satisfied. If a person's first want is satisfied, they will start having new desires. The wants are unlimited and keeps on multiplying, therefore cannot be satisfied because of limited resources. Last one is alternative uses. As the resources are scarce, the same resources are used for different purposes, and it is therefore essential to make a choice among resources. For instance, petrol is used in vehicles and is also used for generators, running machines, etc. Therefore, the economy should now make a choice within the alternative uses. Now let us see what is opportunity cost. It is commonly defined as the next best alternative foregone, also known as the alternative cost. It is the loss of gain which could have been gained if another alternative was chosen. It can also be explained as the loss of benefit due to a change in choice. Opportunity cost is a concept that is widely used by promoters and business analysts to conduct feasibility studies as well as to ascertain policy decisions to be taken. Moving on to the scope of economics. Economics as a subject is experiencing continuous growth. A discussion on the scope of economics includes whether economics is an art or a science, and whether it is a positive or a normative science. Firstly, we'll see economics as an art and a science. There have been numerous questions whether economics is an art or a science. It is both an art as well as a science. It is the art because different theories and laws are explained with the help of graphs, figures, tables, equations. Also, economics makes use of assumptions, which help to define the conditions for the application of theories, laws, and relationship between economic variables. Economics is a science because it is a systematized body of knowledge in which economic facts are studied and analyzed. Economics, just like science, have laws and theories. For instance, the law of demand tells us that all things being equal, a fall in price leads to an increase in the demand and vice versa. A rise or fall in price is the cause, while the decrease or increase in demand is its effect. Economics is also a science because its laws possesses universal validity, such as the law of demand, law of diminishing marginal utility, etc. Some people do not regard economics as a science because there is no scope for experimentation. Science involves collection of facts and testing them by experimentation. Economic phenomena are complex because they relate to man who acts irrationally as a result of tastes, habits, social and legal institutions in the society. Now, economics as a positive and normative science. According to Keynes, a positive science may be defined as a body of systematized knowledge concerning what it is, while a normative science is a body of systematized knowledge relating to the criteria of what ought to be. The objective of a positive science is the establishment of scientific laws, while the objective of a normative science is the determination of the ideas. A positive science is concerned with what is. According to Robbins, economics is a science of what is, which is not concerned with moral or ethical questions. The positive science of economics make it devoid of value or ethical judgment. That is, it relates and describes fact without saying whether they are good or bad. I hope this topic is clear to you all. For more such topics, do like, subscribe and share Tecnia TV. Thank you.